Monetary Fund. However, experts say the continent will require more investment in areas of decarbonization if climate change mitigation is to bear fruit. Jimmy Mbogo followed that conversation at the Africa Climate Business Forum and filed the following report.
I will have
as the climate change conversation continues to pick momentum towards COP28, which is set to take place in Dubai, experts are now calling for an end to fossil fuel subsidies across the continent as one of the ways to foster investments towards green renewable energy, noting that the continent requires low carbon and climate resilient investments to safeguard its future. The funding gap is currently estimated at 28 trillion shillings annually between now and 2030 for climate mitigation, with a further 7.5 trillion expected to be raised for climate adaptation annually between now and 2050. According to the experts, to raise this capital, there is need for regulatory response to allow for carbon markets to move at a scale and urgency needed and come up with carbon
cement to green building to support clients implementing climate-smart agriculture.
The experts who were speaking during the ongoing Africa Climate Business Forum in Nairobi have also called for green building as part of balancing the development needs, as well as an avenue to unlocking more funding while mitigating against climate risk, with emerging markets and developing economies representing more than 60% of global decarbonization investment need.
There's quite a bit of financing available. In fact, the experience has been there's a shortage of viable projects. That has been the current constraint. But I think it's a creativity issue because a lot of urban projects then have water shortages. They have issues around sewer treatment issues. But the real raw material of that is energy.
We must consider climate as we go forward. And one thing we're doing at our institution, the International Finance Corporation, is we're examining our projects as we process them to identify risks with our clients and figure out how we either help them adapt or mitigate to them. That's going to be really critical in all the private sector projects that we and other players do.
To unlock more investments towards sustainable growth that combines advancement in sustainable technology, the experts are pushing for private capital to play a pivotal role, noting that government should not be left alone to finance the climate mitigation and adaptation needs, with instruments such as green bonds expected to feature prominently in the climate financing needs.
I think we have to think more about blended finance, meaning doing things that aren't quite commercial and might need a bit of subsidy, but the impact will outweigh that subsidy in the medium to long term.
Right, from